All right, everybody, section 2.7, composite functions. So we have another topic that you guys would have learned originally in Algebra 2. Notice a composite function. It looks like this. You're going to have one function inside of another function. So we're not multiplying here. It's not f times g. G of x is inside of the function f of x. So whenever it's written like this, we want to start with the inside function. So in this case, that's g of x. We're going to take g of x, and we're going to plug it into the outside function f of x by replacing the x's with what g of x is equal to. All right, so f of g of x is going to look like this, where it was an x squared. It's now a grouping being squared, and that grouping is g of x, 2x plus 1. Minus 3, and then where there was an x, we have another set of parentheses. So again, that's going to be our 2x plus 1 again. And then we still have that plus 2. And depending on the question, this might be your answer. Or you may have to simplify it. So we would simplify this. Remember, you can't distribute an exponent when there's addition or subtraction. So this is just multiplying by itself. The negative 3 we can distribute, though. And now we're going to FOIL or distribute the 2x plus 1 to itself. And so 2x times 2x gives us 4x squared. 2x times 1 is plus 2x, and then plus another 2x. And then we have plus 1 when we multiply the 1's at the end there. The rest of this, we're just going to bring it down here. So copy that and then paste it right there. Okay, so now all I have to do is combine like terms. So there's, we've got a 4x squared. That's the only x squared term, so that's going to be in our answer. And then we've got 3 like terms right here. So 2 plus 2 is 4. Take away 6 is negative 2x. And then we've got those 3 like terms as well. And if we're to add those 3 together, that gives us 0. So our answer is just 4x squared minus 2x here. All right, so that's it for f of g of x. The second question is asking for g of f of x. So for this one, f of x is the inside function. So we're going to take all of f of x, and we're going to plug it into the x for g of x here. So g of x was 2 times x plus 1. Now g of f of x is 2. I'm not going to have space there. Let me put it down here. So it's 2, and then where there was an x, we're going to plug all of f of x in. So that's x squared minus 3x plus 2. And then we have that plus 1 at the end still. All right, so it was 2x plus 1. Now it's 2 times f of x plus 1. All right, so to simplify this one, all we have to do is distribute that 2. And there's going to be 2 like terms at the end that we can combine. 4 plus 1 just gives us 5. So we're going to put a plus 5 right there, and that is g of f of x. All right, up next, we're going to find f of g of 2. So we could do the same thing as the last problem, where we plug g of x in for this x and then plug in 2. Or what I think is a little more simpler is just find g of 2 first. So go to the g of x function. G of 2 is, because it was 3 to the x, it's just now 3 to the second. All right, 3 to the second, 3 times 3 gives us 9. So 9 can now replace g of 2. So now this says, instead of f of g of 2, now it's just f of 9. And so this is the number now that I plug into this equation. So we're just doing 2 times 9 plus 4, so 18 plus 4, which is 22. All right, so that's it for number 3. Number 4 says, and I wanted to show you a different notation here. So we're going to use this notation, all right, g of f of x, but sometimes it is written like this with an open circle. It means the same thing. G is the outside function. F of x is the inside function. This does not say we're multiplying by x. It's just a different way to write this right here. Okay, so we're going to use this notation, but again, if you ever see that, it means the same thing. All right, so with this notation, We're going to start with the inside function, which is f of x, and we're going to plug it into the outside function for the x. So right there, we're going to replace that x with 2x plus 4. So that just gives us 3 raised to the, where there was an x, now it's a 2x plus 4, and that's it. We did previously learn some ways we could write this in a different form, but I'm not going to combine those two concepts on this lesson here. All right, last question. We are looking for g of f of 2. We're given a table. G of f of 2. So we're going to start by figuring out what f of 2 is. And remember, whatever is inside the most, that's our x coordinate. So this is saying go to x equals 2. Well, x equals 2 is right here. And when x is 2, we're looking for f. And so f of 2 would be the value right here, which is 4. And so that is what we're going to replace the inside function with. Right, f of 2 is 4, so we're just replacing the inside function with 4. Well, now this is our x coordinate. So now we go not to where f of x was 4, but where x is 4. And now we're going to give the value for g of x. So again, when x is 4, g of x is -7. And so that would be our answer here. Just all of that is equal to -7. All right, guys, that's it for composite functions. Stay flawless.